What's up, my people? How na day waiting they happen waiting this up. So, guys, somebody reached out to me. They are in their 50s. They currently stay in the United States, and is preparing to move back to Nigeria, right? With this large sum of money. And they reached out to me and asked me what they can do with the money. But there's a problem. They're really concerned about the security in Nigeria. And of course, the business, even though the business, they have a good feeling that I also have a good feeling that the business will thrive, but the security. So I just want to know, what is your thoughts? Would you relocate to Nigeria and just permanently stay in Nigeria? Maybe vacation sometimes overseas, but just stay in Nigeria. Now, it doesn't have any project in Nigeria, doesn't have any property, doesn't have any businesses, it's just coming back to establish. And the reason why it took him this long to do that is simply because he's scared about the security in Nigeria. And that reminds me, I've seen a news on social media of a man who relocated back to Nigeria. He stayed in the UK for several years and in the US for 21 years, came back to nothing because he didn't, while he was there, he didn't invest in Nigeria. My own advice is, while you're overseas, at least try do something in Nigeria. Just do something, right? If you have intention of coming back to Nigeria in like the next 5 years, or like I'm talking about relocating back to Nigeria in the next 5 years or 10 years, you should have that plan out. But let me know your thought about this in the comment section below. Would you, like I said, the man is in his he's in his 50s, just coming back, to retire with a huge sum of money. Okay, guys, moving on to the next one. I also want to know people's thoughts. Usually people just send me DMs, either on Instagram or on WhatsApp, but you can also leave comments in the comment section concerning the Pope. The Pope says Roman Catholic priests can bless same-sex marriage. Are you a Catholic? What do you think about this? My own thought is, honestly, I don't have any thought. I just don't have anything against same sex. It's their life. As long as you're not, imposing anything on me, as long as it's not affecting me, But what do you think if you're a Catholic? And I saw BC Alimis comments, who is a gay. He said the Pope is blessing same-sex union, but Yetunde from Shomolu is shouting hellfire and end time. Anyways, moving on to the next one. Here we have Shina Rambo's wife. It seemed like they are back together. I just quickly want to chip that in because it was huge on social media. This lady called out Shina Rambo, called him a deadbeat dad, all sorts. And now it seems like they are back together, chilling somewhere in Abuja. Well, congratulations to them. It's always good news to see husband and wife resolve their issues, this time outside of social media. Isn't it crazy that you come on social media to wash your dirty linen, and eventually you guys sort it out, but the whole thing that you said is already out there. I mean, that's why we just need to be careful what we say or share on social media. Guys, I just stumbled on this post by Apostle Suleman. So Apostle Suleman and Daniel Rega actually got into it on social media, but Daniel Rega is yet to reply. There's this thing about Apostle Suleman, right? He silently or low-key threatening you, like just throw it out there. What Daniel Rega said concerning the people Apostle Suleman was traveling with before he was attacked, and of course people died while his convoy was being attacked. And Danarega is asking the question, what's the conclusion, the details concerning the investigation? And Apostle Suleman replied, saying that, didn't you see on social media that this guy, the person who sent them, has been caught and he confessed to it? Why are you asking this question? And he ended the whole thing by saying, one more tweet about this, you will be invited by those on the matter to tell them what you know and we don't. You understand what I'm trying to say? He low-key knows how to threaten you and not make it come out as a threat. You know, it's a smart man. Moving on to the next one, here we have Iyabo. So Iyabo was in this whole reality show thing where herself and Linda Ikeji's sister, Laura Ikeji, were perceived to be at loggerheads. I mean, we don't know, because these shows, you know, some of them are scripted. Sometimes they tell you what to do. Sometimes they even, you know, just find or cut out scenes and include those dramatic scenes and cut out scenes that will be able to create context to what happened. You know, these shows are reality shows, and I don't expect them to be real, because if they are real, it might not be fun to watch. You're there to entertain people, and that's why they put, you know, Iyabo, who is already an actress, and of course they put Laura Ikeji, who's already a drama queen on social media. Yeah, Laura Ikeji, before she gave birth to other kids, I think she was very dramatic on social media. You know, they put people that are controversial. It's an intentional thing that they do there, but it's reality show. Money's got to be made. So whatever this lady said here, Iyabo, I don't know, for some reason I believe her. She said that the show told her that our ratings were low because she wasn't really dramatic in the first season, and this season she decided to go extra mile in her you know, drama journey. I mean, she's already controversial on social media, so she brought that in the show, and they said she's insensitive because she said some things, you know, to Laura Ikeji. Yes, those things are, you know, pretty bad, but I've always said it, whatever comes out of a show like that, I don't usually take it serious, but it's always just fun to watch. So let us watch her reaction to the whole thing.
Doing this video because I saw Toyin's write-up, and I could see some people mentioning my name, saying I said the show was scripted. The show is not scripted. I made that clear in the first post I posted, that the show is not scripted, but we are given certain instructions, and it is designed in a way, edited in a way to suit, and some narratives are given to us to do. I'll give out some examples. I live in Megabon, right? So I want to find out. Chioma lives in Ikoyi. On a normal day, if I want to do exercise, I'll do exercise in my house, or I go to the gym very close in my estate. I will not drive myself all the way to Lekki Phase 1 to go and meet with Chioma just to gossip about Laura that says she wants to slap Caroline. If we're not given that instructions to do, I will not do it. So if you are giving instructions to do, that is not real life. That is acting. And that's on period. Am I making myself clear? I'm using all my own situations.
Now, let us drop that for a moment. Let's talk about BBL, which is now like a popular thing in Nigeria. You know, I remember back then, BBL was like an un-African thing. Like, we usually say, yes, we have backside here, natural, for free. Why are these white people even doing BBL? Little did we know that few years after all that shakara, we will be talking about our own people doing it, and it's huge in Lagos, especially Lekki. So I went to Lekki recently, and I saw something. Trust me, Like, it was so, it looks so unnatural. Doesn't even look well, doesn't even sit well behind. And I'm like, okay, this whole, BBL thing, surgery, there's different types of BBL. Don't get me wrong. So I was like, this whole BBL thing, plastic surgery, I think the people that wants to do it, as much as it's risky, should first think about it. What if it didn't come out well? What if this one is like out of place? It's not like I didn't post a video here. I didn't even, take a picture or a video, but I'm just saying, like, it's so obvious that this BBL is a bad one. And they spent millions on your body. They spent millions on it. It's just so crazy. Here we have a lady who gone through that. This time fat was used, and of course I like the fact that she was so honest in the interview. And that's why I'm talking about this, because here is someone who I think already got the hips but wants more hips, and that's why she went for it. And she said the fats can die or can disappear or you pee it out. Like, let's just watch this video.
The first couple of months after, that looked so good. I looked sense. You couldn't tell me right? What they don't tell you about BBLs is that the fat can die.
Mainty damn.
What do you mean? What do you mean the fat dies?
Those are all fat cells. Those fat cells, from being disturbed, from being moved, from being spun, and all the things that they use with it,
original
environment, they can die. Your body can reject it.
Yeah.
Right.
So it's not giving it the nutrients or whatever the it needs.
Yeah.
3, 4, 5 months after this, did my fat not die?
And what does that mean?
So it basically means you end up like peeing it out.
What?
But it's not like fat cells like that. Like, you don't pee. Okay, so for example,
I know what you mean. It's like when you're losing weight.
Right, when you lose weight, you pee it out, right? So like, it just, I was
back to square one.
No way.
And you know why I was off? Because you know how dangerous a BBL is?
Yeah.
I've heard.
It is the most dangerous surgery.
Yeah, it is.
Because the amount of arteries and veins and all that sort of stuff you have in your right? At any point, they can nick an artery. If fat goes into your artery, you're dead. There, bum.
Yeah.
Because it's going straight to your heart. Because before this, I was like, oh yeah, do what you want, Don't do a BBL. Don't do it.
The cheeks you have now, your cheeks.
These are the cheeks that I had before I had my BBL.
No, you're mocking it. If this is your cheeks now, what did you want?
You took the piss.
I wanted
There's no
hips.
way. Do you know what's so mad? I thought you went and done another BBL.
No, everyone says the same thing. When I saw my hips come in, I was like, wait, this is what I was saying to my mum I wanted years ago, and it came through naturally after the BBL. It's dead and gone. That's what pissed me off, because I was like, I really risked my life to look a certain way for no damn.
Moving on to the next one. Here is about this man, Mr. Iyabo. Now, Mr. Iyabo going through all this, it's so sad. After amputating his leg, they have to cut it again to save his life, and now they can't even put him on a flight because he's according to the one of the kids, they said that he's not fit to fly, so no airlines would accept him. And about amputating both legs, it's a lie. They said that it's a lie. The family said that it's a lie. But my point is, do we have to fly him out? Because I believe we have some good hospitals here, like St. Nicholas, even some nice hospitals in Ibadan that have records, successful surgery, things that we thought we could never or been able to do in Nigeria, being done in these hospitals. Why don't they look inward instead of, because the longer you stay in the hospitals or in a hospital, especially in Nigeria, anywhere in the world, the more money you pay, right? So I think let them start looking inward and start asking questions. Okay, which hospital can do this? Because we have the brains, and now we even have some hospitals that have all the equipment, even in Abuja. But I don't know. I think they have enough money to fly him out. They've already promised Nigeria that they're going to fly him out. But this man's life is the most important thing. And they said it's not diabetes. According to this report, they said that his cause of sickness is also not diabetes, but he's had constant clotting of the blood in his leg, disease blood vessels, and other health challenges posing risk to his life. Therefore, the family, they're very, very vague about what Mr. Iyabo is going through. Very vague, and it's a should I say it's a family thing? I don't know. I just think that if you're requesting for people's help or funds to help treat someone, I think you should be very open about what is really going on, what he's dealing with, like be specific in all these things. But it is their father, because you just never know, advice might come from somewhere that they do this here, they do this here. It's social media, right? Okay, guys, moving on to the next one. Some of you don't know, some of you that are not in Nigeria, Naira is very scarce. So I was at Yaba 2 days ago, and so I wanted to withdraw. How much was it? 20,000 at POS. I quickly wanted to use it for something, so they were charging me. The lady I met told me that to withdraw 10,000 is 400 naira. Cost me 400 naira. But the good part of it is I ended up seeing someone who's able to do it for me, 10,000 naira, 200 naira. And the person is not that far from this other person. So what am I trying to say? I mean, people are milking from this. But again, this guy was asked, like, okay, this CBN governor, Mr. Olayemi, what is going on? Why is our currency so scarce? Yes, we know it's December, but because it's December, is it a must that something, do we have to go through pains? Because why can't we have a government that is, let me not go there, because I won't leave here. But my point is, Nigeria matter, they tire me sometimes. My point is, why do we have to go through this pain? Why do we have to go through pains all the time? So what this man is trying to say, Mr. Olayemi, is, because of the the Naira redesign during Emefiole's time, the scarcity, he said that is what is affecting us, that people are hoarding Naira. I believe it's our politicians that are hoarding this Naira. Because a regular guy on the street cannot, maybe the POS guys, and how much do they even withdraw? The POS guys don't even have that much money. They are hustling themselves, right? So what is really going on? This man didn't give a good explanation. And that's what CBN, that's what they do. They didn't give a good explanation about what is going on. But we all know that it's our politicians, that's doing this.
Nancy, let me start by addressing the issue of the Naira scarcity. Yes, unfortunate, and really the history of that lies in the Naira redesign policy. And coming to the end of the year, way before I would say the third quarter actually, it was the third quarter, there was a lot of apprehension with respect to where this was all going to end, whether at the end of the year currency would no longer be good for legal tender, and many started hoarding. This is really what happened. Many started hoarding. Happily, the Supreme Court has decided, very clearly that the currencies will be valid post the end of the year. So, at the same time, the central bank itself, after that pronouncement, has gone out to advertise and let people know that this is the case. Radio jingles, we've come out in the press, with going out to the rural areas to ensure that people understand that it's not something for them to be concerned about, that their Naira is is legal tender beyond the end of this year.
Guys, the next one here is about the fake, Nigerian situation. It's about the fake drugs, fake food, fake drinks, fake wines that we have now in Nigeria. People like Akunyili, I really miss that woman. I will always miss her because that woman changed the face of NAFDAC. NAFDAC, they are doing nothing. And now, very good woman, very diligent, hardworking, and pays attention to people's complaints. So the demise of Akunyili really caused a lot of fake drugs to spring back up. We even suspect that she was probably killed, even though the nature of the illness was revealed. I mean, that's rumors. It's not confirmed because, you wouldn't blame the people carrying these rumors because before she died, she was attacked, herself and her family, before she died, by all those people that were angry that Professor Akunyili is creating rules and regulations that's affecting their business. These are people that sells fake drugs, and it's everywhere right now. You go to the club, you see fake wines, alcohol. My own is, why would you even sell fake wines in clubs? When you know that if you sell original, you will still make your money. So you see some people, right? You go to this big club and they sell fake wines, even to celebrities. So those of you that take alcohol, that take all those, even soft drinks, that's fake. Now people are even scared to take anything. Now the only thing you do for your house now, you trust this time. It's really, really sad,
Use the mixing ice cream.
No, that's because. Yeah, hands up there. Something like that. Check it. Hold on. Take them.
Look at this one. That
Says remember.
You can see behind me everywhere, the whole of this section of the market, every shop you see here is a factory. Every single shop you see is a factory, and then everybody is manufacturing products. Number one, there are two sets of illegality going on here. Some set of people are manufacturing products of other people in large quantity. So much so that the other people might not even know the difference between their product and the one that is manufactured here. Manufactured under a very bad environment, poor GMP, using banned chemicals, colorings, with the raw materials we saw the other time. All they do is just get a rubber, a mixer, so then use just this normal sieve to just sieve and put into bottles for people to drink. But my fear is that this is Utah period. A lot of people have bought drinks in the house. You don't even know where the source of the drinks you have bought. We've had a high level of increase in renal failure, kidney failure, and all of that. And some of them are major result of this poisonous things that people are taking in.
This is how you can bottle it, eh? Huh? How long have you been working here? Be doing your job, yeah. How long have you been working here?
Just started.
Okay. Open.
To shun any agency, any ministry, if we are determined to do that. If we are determined to shun money, if we are determined to face the consequences of swimming against the tide, because it is swimming against the tide, there are consequences. There will be verbal attacks and there may be physical attacks. Everything boils down to corruption. And corruption is not just about giving or taking money. Corruption is about not doing the right thing. And why are we corrupt? Because of lack of understanding. Because we do not understand that we don't need too much. Our wants may be too many, but our needs are very little. But we cannot be afraid to try again, even when we fail. We must not be afraid to embrace change and work for change. If you tell yourself you want to succeed, every other thing will follow.
Yeah, so I like this yogurt, fine ice. Anywhere I see fine ice, the milky one, I buy it. Anyway, there's strawberry now, anywhere, you know. So I went to Ogun State, I think last weekend, and I bought this fine. I know the taste, you know, like this is something that I like, so I know the original taste of fine ice. I got it at Ogun State, and the taste was really off. Okay, I asked the man, I was like, okay, what happened to this taste? This taste, it doesn't taste like the real fine ice. You know, I'm a big fan of it. Doesn't taste like the real fine ice. What's going on? Oh, they said that they don't really buy it here, so it's been in the fridge for a long time, blah blah blah. So I found the place that they, you know, sell it there. They sell it fresh there, and I specifically asked the guy, is this fresh or it's been in the fridge for a while? He said, nah, you know, it's fresh. I tasted the same taste. This from different store, and trust me, the taste was off. I think it's fake. It's just crazy how much of fake stuff we have now. Anyways, guys, that's where I'm going to hold it. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Like this video, subscribe for more videos. Until we see you next time. Peace.